Good afternoon, morning, World Wide Web. This is James, your favorite ticker picker, with an update video on Alcoa Corp. AA is the ticker symbol. $24.24 was the close yesterday. It's opening pre-market right now at $23.99. Down another 1.03 tonight. Today so far. New stock strategy for me. I have decided to chase them up and chase them down with options, and I've decided to only go with Dow momentum when I feel like the Dow's at a very ridiculously high point for the time. I'm going to do put options on highly priced Dow companies. Um, if the NASDAQ is up ridiculously, I'm going to do highly priced uh, NASDAQ companies, but I'm going to do crappy ones with bad news, crappy ones that are going down anyhow, and that I've gotten my bear category, ones that I think are not going to survive this winter very well. Alcoa is a material producer, aluminum business. We're hitting a recession. There's going to be a lot less manufacturing I'm expecting, and a lot less new products, and probably a lot less orders, and maybe cheaper prices, increased competition. They just issued crappy earnings 2 days ago. The earnings call transcript, the revenue was quite a bit. They increased shipments. They had lower prices. Um, Things aren't looking good over at Alcoa. It's naturally coming down a little bit because of this bad news. And we're at a peak of the Dow. So we're at the high point. I'm expecting a lower point of the Dow to be at least Dow 33, maybe Dow 32. I don't know if I'll push it all the way to 32, but my game here is to get a put option at Dow 34 and change, or as high as I can get it, on this crappy company, and then just sell that put option a couple of weeks later after the Dow falls down to 32, 33. Just in that Dow movement alone, this thing collapses enough on itself for me to make a very pretty penny. On Alcoa, I'm up like 50% in 3 days. So doing really good, really happy with that. The options are, this is what happened in 5 days. So I went whee off this little cliff from 27.81 down to 24 now. They could hit 22 today. You don't know. This thing here is in a Dow bad mood. The Dow's losing its butt. We got a little war kicking. We've got all kinds of risks to the industry and the world with the economy. And I don't know. It's just coming down. It came down 10% in 5 days, giving me 50% increase in my put options. Yeah, and I'm doing long-term put options, not just for insurance, but because I want a slow bleed percentage-wise as the time passes. You can do short-term options, but then you get a fast bleed. Most of it is the time factor, and every day that passes by, you lose a couple of cents of your option. I don't like that. I like the long-term options. I like to be able to sell the long-term option back. And when you sell it back, you also sell the time that's left on it. So the less time you use it for, the more money you get back. But you can always keep it as long as you need it. If I don't get my predicted crash, my predicted downage within a reasonable time period, I will get rid of it. I will part ways with it. I'm not going to take it all the way if it's not going to go. I'll get what I can out of it, and I'll just lose some time factor, hopefully, unless I completely picked it in the wrong direction or the Dow goes higher. I guess those are some things that could go wrong. But I'm pretty good at picking the basic directions are Dow 34 and high change, Dow 33. That's been the bounce for about a year now. It's just going back and forth and back and forth. And every time it hits 34 and high change, something happens and it comes back to 33, 32. So there's your Dow bounce. I would love to do an ETF on this play. However, they pinch your money, they squeal your money, they take way more out than you think. It readjusts on itself. These ones with multipliers, they redo the Scooby-Doo math every day. It can be really consistent some days and make you a believer. And then on some days, you'll be like, whoa, what happened? But so we're going to stick with actual raw Dow stocks, and we can also do options on them. And we're going to pick the worst ones we can, the ones that are in the most dire straits, and we're going to do put options on them during a down market. So we're going to have the down market and the shitty stock combined. This one's not in total shitsville. I mean, it's not going to die on the vine. They're not going to dilute themselves. It's just a simple play. It's just a simple play to make 50% in a week. So that's the goal. We're at 50% this week already, and it hasn't even been a whole week. I actually did this, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday. And the experiment seems to be going wonderfully. You got a consistently down market, which was very predictable, and you have a consistently down stock, which was very predictable. And look, it just keeps losing its ass even more and more and more. So I have a bull list and a bear list. And then I have a super bear list, the one that is going to need a dilution, the company that's fried and desperately needs a dilution to stay alive. That's going to be my next list. That's going to be my favorite list. From now on, the crappier company I can come across, the happier I'm going to get. But for this purpose, I really like my Dow slide. Just play the Dow up and down, play the market up and down. Give yourself enough time for the patience for that. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. Sometimes you'll get your results right away. Sometimes you might get a negative result, but your result's always going to come back, it seems. It always has. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And let's face it, this thing's just not going up right now. I prefer the down direction more than anything else. You could get a super down direction and make some serious cabbage. If we do hit Skid Row one day, you might just go, whoa, whoa, what happened to my account? Anyway, new strategy, Alcoa. This ride's going to be over when we hit like Dow 33. I'm going to be parting ways with my put options. And I might make a couple 100%. I'll do another report on Alcoa. And then, I don't know, we'll still check the economy and we'll check the numbers. We'll see where we're at. We'll see if there's a bullish push forward again. And if there is, we're going to not ride Alcoa up, but we're going to ride something good up. Something that should do well in this economy. I don't know what that's going to be exactly, but we'll see. There's lots of stuff out there, though. But we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to try to stay with market flow. We've added that to our game, and we've added put options heavily to our game and playing it both ways. But Alcoa, everybody, stay tuned with the channel, like the video, and subscribe for more updates, more videos, and more pointers, along with more results. There's a new game in town, and this one's a winner, it looks like. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much.